Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a great routine for your butt and hips with Pilates moves. So if you're ready, let's get down onto a mat and let's start. So we're on our hip and our knees are bent, and I'm just going up and down with my leg, the top leg. And my arm is bent towards my body just to make it a little bit more difficult, and I'm getting an arm workout at the same time. But if you want to stretch your arm, that's totally fine. If this is too difficult, please do that instead. And I'm really making sure that my abs are engaged, my posture is nice and straight, that I'm not slouching into my hand, and I'm also pointing my toe so that my calf is working. And we're going to be doing this for 3 times 8. So keep going. After this move, we're going to keep our feet together and open like a clam. And let's go. So toes together and just opening up that top leg. Still keeping the same position with our body and our arm. And just opening and closing. Good, you're doing great. We're almost there. And then we're going to lift up. Good, and finished. And now we're going to do the same thing, but except we're going to lift our hips. So we're opening, lifting the hip, back down. Opening, back down. Good, we're trying to keep our toes together the entire time. And please don't let go of your stomach or your posture, keeping everything in line. We're doing this nice and slow, so don't rush, don't do too much that you can't handle. And like I said before, if this is too hard for you, then please take a break and continue when you're ready. Great, last one. And we're going to come onto our knees and come on all fours, and we're just going to do a few exercises here. So all we're going to do is open the knee again, keeping our stomach in, abs are engaged, and we're just lifting the leg. I call this the fire hydrant because it's like a dog peeing. But yeah, don't let go of your posture here as well, keeping your head straight. You don't have to keep it up, but just keep it straight so it's not like dangling down between your shoulders. And yeah, keeping that stomach in, abs are engaged, and we're just working the butt and the hip here with the leg. Great, last one. And now we're going to crunch the knee to our elbow and then extend it to the back. So we're not exactly touching our elbow, but we almost are. And then we're stretching it back. So bending, stretching, and really making sure that when we stretch the leg to the back, that it's extended as much as possible, and that we're trying to point our toe. I'm really trying to keep my body the same line as before, so stomach in, really trying not to arch here. And at the same time that you're crunching to the side, you are getting a good oblique exercise. Good, last one. And we're gonna come for pulses. So stretch the leg, turn the hip in, and pulse it out. Keeping a nice line in your back. Try not to arch or slouch. Right here, it doesn't matter how high it is. It matters if you feel it in your butt. Good. So we're gonna come for a Pilates push-up after this. And you can keep both knees on the ground to make it easier, or keep one up like I am. We're doing only 4 of these, keeping those elbows tight to the body. And let's come all the way down. And we're gonna work our lower back and our hard to get places on our butt. So we're going to lift both our legs and our upper body up. So I just have my arms bent to the side and my legs a little bit separated, and I'm just going up and down, nice and easy. Good, last one. And we're gonna keep those legs up, and we're just gonna bend them and stretch them like so. So just meeting the toes together and then stretching them out to the back. My legs are still a little bit separated here, so they're not totally together. And we're really making sure that our thighs are lifted from the ground, so they're not relaxed and just laying there. So we really feel our butt being engaged here. Good. After this, we're gonna beat it, just meeting our feet together really quickly, like so. Keeping those thighs off the ground. Good, and let's release, and we'll come for a nice child's pose, just to relax and release all the tension in our lower back and in our shoulders and our hips as well. And let's come up and let's just stretch out the hips before we do the other side. So just knees together, and we're slightly bringing the hip down. And other side. And if you want to stay in these stretches a little bit longer, please do. Take your time. There's no rush before we go to the other side. Alright, so let's start off with going on our hip, and we're just going to go up and down with the top leg. I am bending my elbow to my body, but you can keep it straight like this. And I'm just going up and down. Good, toe is pointed, stomach is engaged, and my posture is nice and straight. I'm not slouching or arching anywhere, and I'm trying not to fall into my arm. And we're just going to open the legs now like a clam. So toes together and just opening and closing, keeping the same body posture. So stomach in, shoulders down, not slouching into the arm. Great job, guys. Now we're going to lift up into the hip while opening the legs. So lifting up and down. And we're just kind of squeezing our butt every time that we come up. We're taking these nice and slow. There's no rush. Stomach in. Almost there, guys. We're already halfway past. Good, and last one. And we're gonna come on all fours, so coming onto our knees, stomach in, keeping a nice line with the back. And we're just going to lift it to the side, the leg I mean, so like a fire hydrant, or I mean like a dog at a fire hydrant, and just up and down. Good, I am keeping my toe pointed, so I'm working the calf as well. And I'm keeping my head nice and straight, trying not to let go of it. Good, keep going. Don't let go of that body. Head nice and straight, toe pointed. Alright, next exercise, so crunching to the elbow and then stretching back. Still keeping that nice line in your back. Our hip is turned in when we're extending. And it's not important how high the leg is going, it's important that your butt is engaged. And this will happen when you don't arch in your back. I know it looks pretty when you arch the back and kick the leg up, but it'll be more effective if you don't. Alright, now turning that hip in, and let's just do pulses. Keeping that toe nice and pointed, the leg stretched, and let's go. Nice line in the back, try not to arch here. Head is straight. Alright, now let's come for those Pilates push-ups, so keeping those elbows nice and tight to the body. And just up and down for 4 counts. And let's slide all the way down, and we'll come for those nice back exercises. So just up and down with the body and the legs, keeping the legs a little bit separated. Arms are bent. Really feeling it in that butt, in those places that are usually never worked out. And last one, and let's just bend the legs and stretching them. So bend and stretch, and you can keep your upper body down if you want here, or you can keep it up like I am, whatever feels better for you. Keeping those thighs off the ground, try not to put them on the mat. It will be way more effective if you keep them up. And let's just stretch the legs, and we're just gonna beat it out. So feet are just coming together and then out, very fast, very quick. Squeezing those butt muscles, keeping those thighs off the ground. You got this. This is our last exercise. And release. And we'll come for a child's pose again. And just hold. And we'll come up and we'll stretch out the hip again, so knees together, and we'll just slightly drop the hip to the side like so. Great, and other side. And we're finished. So I hope you guys liked that video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!